Hey guys, this is Mr. Lee with another quick video. This one is on 30, 60, 90 special right triangles and how to solve them. So one of the things that gets confusing is that sometimes the orientation of the triangle was throwing off students. So let's say you have this 30, 60, 90 special right triangle right here. What I would recommend is label the sides as either the short leg, the long leg, or the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is easiest because it's always across from the 90-degree angle or the right angle. And then to figure out which one of these is shorter, visually you can see that this is shorter, but we can verify that because the shorter leg is always opposite the smallest angle. So the shortest side is opposite the smallest angle. So let's label that SL for shorter leg. And then here's the 60-degree angle, so that's the long leg. So the 30, 60, 90 special right triangles are very nice because there's an exact ratio of one side to another side. So for example, if we're going from the short leg to the long leg, okay, the long leg is longer than the short leg, but by how much? Turns out that it's longer by exactly a factor of root 3. So the long leg is equal to whatever the short leg is times root 3. So if this was 17, then the long leg would be 17 root 3, or whatever, right? So how do we go backwards? If we know what the long leg is, how do we get the short leg? Well, now we want to scale it down, or we want to divide by the same factor of root 3. So the short leg is equal to the long leg divided by root 3. And then the hypotenuse is the easiest one. It's just whatever the short leg is times 2. Or 2 times the short leg. So how do we apply that to a problem? So we'll have a problem like this. They'll give you one of the angles, 60. So we know that the other angle is 30. Okay. Then once again, go ahead and label what the sides are. And they'll give you one of these sides. They'll give you the lengths of one of them. And let's say they give you the length of the long leg. And let's say that it is root 3 over 2 units long. Now you want to solve the rest of the triangle. You want to solve for short leg and hypotenuse. Well, to go from long leg to short leg, remember what we did was we divided by root 3. So short leg is root 3 over 2, that's just this, divided by root 3. Now this expression gave a lot of students some problems. Okay? So how do we deal with this? Well, there's a couple ways to deal with it, and I'll show you the longer way. Okay? So this expression is the same as root 3 over 2 divided by root 3. And remember, when you have a fraction and you're dividing by something, it's the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal is this root 3 is the same thing as root 3 over 1, right? So let's turn this into a fraction multiplied by the reciprocal of that. So now we have root 3 over 2, that's just this piece, times, and let's flip that for the reciprocal, 1 over root 3. And remember this operation when you're multiplying two fractions, some people were wanting to cross multiply, and that's not true. That's what you do to solve a proportion. But when you're just multiplying two fractions, you multiply straight across. So numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So we get root 3 times 1 is just root 3, and then on the bottom we get 2 root 3. And then here we see that the root 3 and the root 3 cancel out, leaving us with 1/2. So that means the short leg is 1/2. And remember, whatever the short leg is, the hypotenuse is just twice as long as it. So we get 1/2 times 2, or just 1. And there it is. Hope this helps.